Hello and welcome to Live It Fit Now. I'm Dr. Derek Alessi.
And Chef Steve Binks here with you. How are you, my friend?
I am not your friend, but I am your friend at home, helping you to lose weight, drop body fat, and get in better shape. And we have a wonderful show today.
This week in the Diet Workshop, which is one of my favorite segments where we share current, hot, trending topics for your health and wellness. We're going to be talking about how you can have carbs, but which ones to avoid. And then we're right off to the kitchen to talk about some amazing lunches to sort of deconstruct the traditional American lunch and make it super healthy. I'm pumped.
Is that the sandwich?
Yeah.
Can't wait for the sandwich. How do you feel about exercise?
Oh, well, I like it. I know it's necessary and important. What body part are we working today?
Which one would you like?
Let's pick one that will cause the most excruciating amount of pain.
Well, that we don't want to do, but we do want to do the one that burns the most amount of calories, which is going to be the leg's biggest muscle group. Big muscles burn more calories.
Oh, always.
It's all about metabolism and using your time wisely. Then we're going to be doing a makeover. We're going to meet Justin, who, former athlete, got out of shape, going to get back in shape and inspire others to do it as well. Great story and an awesome guy. You're going to like him a lot. We have all of that coming your way, and Chef Binks doing the Zumba on Live It Fit Now. Do you want to lose weight, drop body fat, and get ripped? But are you tired of ordinary health clubs and gymnasiums? Then maybe you're ready for a brand new challenge, the Fitness Garage. Workouts are individually designed, up to 6 monitored assisted training workouts per week provided. Nutritional recommendations, recipes, charts, lists are incorporated. Accountability and monthly analysis is included.
I love this because it's a different kind of workout. I can really feel it the next day.
For more information, go to alessifit.com.
Do you want to eat delicious meals that help you with your healthy lifestyle goals, but has your busy schedule left you without enough time to plan and prepare the right meals consistently? If so, I understand. I'm Chef Binks, and I plan and prepare delicious, healthy meals for my clients to help save them time and achieve their healthy lifestyle goals. When you contact me, I will personally discuss your food preferences, likes, dislikes, food allergies, weight loss, and healthy goals, plus your schedule to make sure we find the perfect plan that fits into your busy lifestyle. Already enjoy cooking, have the time to plan and prepare your own meals? Don't worry, this plan's still for you. I work with my clients in many ways, but primarily as your personal chef, saving you time by delivering delicious meals right to your door. Secondly, as a teacher, I'll show you how to portion and make selections which will benefit you the rest of your life. No matter your budget or schedule, if you're struggling with your meals, contact me now, and we'll work to improve it immediately.
Do you want to lose weight, drop fat, and get fit, but tired of home fitness equipment, diets, health club memberships that don't help you achieve results? You'll need a complete system. Workouts, individually provided and designed. Diet, explained in detail, and the right foods to help you drop fat. Success, monitored visits, and tracked accountability.
I know that I will maintain this. Like, I know this is it. I will not be fat again. I will be fit for life.
If you are serious and want lasting results, call me today. Welcome back to Live It Fit Now, a cool new segment that we do, Into the Diet Workshop. When Chef Binks and I work with our clientele, it's important that we learn and we teach people how to eat. We want to make sure that we're eating the right foods, and it's constantly changing and evolving.
I love the new segment because the newest thing, what's happening right now in the news, new information that's being shared is made immediately available to you, the viewer, which I love.
It's not new that carbohydrates are sugars. They're either simple or double sugars. But what's newer is the fact that all carbs aren't bad. Now look, you could live without carbohydrates. You could, and you could live to be 107. And you'd probably be healthier. But you don't have to. It would be very difficult to pull off. So instead of trying to do it, it's important that you eat carbs, but we eat the ones that are lower in glycemic impact.
And that's where it can be tricky, is finding the right types of carbs to incorporate with your existing diet. Not completely changing everything around, but taking what you're already doing and finding cool replacements and making it work for you. Let's take a look.
Okay, carbohydrates. We talked about fats, talked about proteins, carbohydrates. 40, once again, I'm using 40 as a glycemic index here. This is below 40, this is above 40. So let's start with what's below 40. Vegetables are 95% of all vegetables are below 40 on the glycemic index. So yes, vegetables are the ultimate carb. I know I said before you can live without carbs. You can. You totally can. Vegetables are a carb. Can you have them? Yes. Although you could live without carbs, I don't tell people to do that. I don't instruct people to do that. You don't have to. It's very difficult to. So let's not make life harder than it already is. Instead, let's have carbs, but let's have the ones below 40. 95% of vegetables are below 40. Yes, there are some exceptions. Carrots are a 58. Sweet potatoes and yams are a 71. White potatoes are a 90. Russet potatoes are 110. And corn is a 150. But other than that, vegetables are in play. Nuts are also a little bit of all three groups. There's some protein in there. It's not a complete protein. There's some fat in there. Some nuts have awesome, good profiles of fat. Walnuts, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, I'm going to get more into that in a second. Great fats. They also, in general, are below 40. We're going to talk about nuts separately. So those are your good carbs. In between, fruits and beans. Some are below, some are above. You have to watch the glycemic index. Now, the carbs that are always going to be above 40, grains, any bread, any rice, any pasta. Yes, there's a lot of designer labels that are out there right now. Somebody's going to say, what do you think about French Meadow Bakery bread or Ezekiel toast and all? They're all above 40. Okay? Same with pasta, same with rice, same with whatever quinoa, couscous, farro, freekeh, whatever ancient grain you could think of. And simple sugars, we talked about milk as a simple sugar, which it is. Fruit is also a simple sugar. It's fructose. Juice in certain fruits are a simple sugar. They're above 40. High fructose corn syrup, we talked about corn. Mixing them together, you have high fructose corn syrup above 40. So we have to watch out for those as well. So that's kind of how carbohydrates look when you're looking down at them. Think of them like this. Individual items change, but think of them in these groups. That make sense? We do those on Saturday morning, afternoon. Love doing them. Love spending the time to teach people the right way to eat. We could do this for hours and oftentimes do. It's that important and we're that passionate about it when we work with our private clientele.
It can be confusing, though, with what is the right choice to add into your diet. So many things change on a daily basis, not just what is the right choice, but new products become available that are really cool and fun to experiment with. In the kitchen today, I've got some really cool ideas on how to take or replace the traditional problem in the lunch in America. There's one big glowing problem with most lunches, and I found some really interesting ways to do it. We could talk about it forever. Let's just go over. I'll show you.
Let's go eat. But people are going to have to eat, and it's important if you're going to eat, you're going to have to want to eat lunch. People want to eat sandwiches. They want something to pick up. I think we consider lunch as something that we have to pick up off of a plate into our hand.
Well, we all do. I mean, because think about the time of day. It's about convenience. I mean, lunches used to be an hour long. Now, frequently, they're a half an hour. Some people, they're taking 15 minutes here and there to grab a quick bite to eat.
I eat over the sink.
I know you. I've seen you eat a meal in under 30 seconds. I know. I've seen you crush that stuff. So it is important to have something that's portable, that can last throughout the day, and something that's delicious. But lunch is one of those areas that's easy to overlook. It's easy to forget. It's easy to not plan and prepare in advance and end up at a drive-through. All very, very, very common.
Poor food. They're going to have something very high in carbs, something that your body's going to have high blood sugar level. It's going to increase the insulin in your body. You're going to get fatter, and you don't want that to happen. And then worse than all of that is the fact that you're going to crave more carbs later in the day, and now we're in a downward spiral.
I've worked with a couple of different ingredients today. I wanted to sort of reinvent a couple of classic flavor combinations and sort of reimagine them with the right type of ingredients. Now, we're going to fight about the first one just a little bit because you're going to say, I wouldn't have gone with sweet potato. These are sweet potato, spiral cut sweet potatoes. You can buy these right in the store. And what I did is I made a traditional potato pancake out of them. So I used a teeny bit of whole grain flour, some egg, salt, pepper, fried them up in a pan. These will freeze beautifully, but right out of the pan, fresh and crispy, delicious.
So you're baiting me a little bit. You want me to fight you? I will. Sweet potatoes have a 71 glycemic index, which means if you eat a sweet potato, your blood sugar will go up 71 points. I do instruct most of my clients not to go up above 40 at any point during the day. That being said, if you wanted a lower carb sandwich without the grains, without the flour, you've done that, though. You have accomplished it.
Well, you know, and here's the thing. I think it's easy to say that, you know, a sweet potato is 70. That would be this much. It really would. It would be this huge amount of potato.
Half a sweet potato.
Yeah, this is not even a half a sweet potato. Really, I have to fight you even on that. This is about a quarter or a third of a sweet potato.
Okay.
There's very, very little there.
Granted, now I'm going to say one other thing. It depends where you are on a continuum. No, would I eat it? I would not. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't have the sweet potato. But can other people who are just starting their journey eat it? Yeah, they
Yeah,
can.
I think it's a good choice. I really do.
They can have it. It all depends what your body fat is, what your goals are, and how you're going to work to get there. It all kind of depends on that continuum.
A super fresh, fresh sliced turkey, not luncheon meat. That's one area to avoid. Super high in fat. I put a little teeny bit of Swiss cheese on here, and I have an egg going over here on the stove just to top the whole party off, because nothing makes it more fun than an egg right on top of there.
Is that how you're doing it?
That's how
I
I'm
would,
doing it.
I wouldn't have used a spatula, and I'm not a chef.
You know, I know you're much better than I am, but you literally very easily have a super nice, easy dish. I'm breaking the yolk.
What are you doing? This is what we do.
What are you doing?
Let me show you what we do. This is what we do. This is what I would do. I would get rid of this. Watch. Little surgery here.
Okay, well, you could certainly do that.
Little
I mean,
surgery.
I don't know why
surgery.
you would do that.
I would
but,
do that, and then I would eat it with a fork.
Okay,
Okay? Or a spatula. Whatever you prefer. There you go. I broke it for you.
that's
Okay.
very nice. The next item over here, we have these spring roll wrappers. Now, I have to tell you honestly, I'm not a huge fan. I'm really
There
not a
are
fan.
food trucks that do nothing but this. You know that.
Yeah, I get that. That's great.
No
Good-
grains,
good,
no
good for them.
flours. They're trying to put together something that looks like a wrap or a sub so that you can carry with you. So we have a rice wrap.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a sub to me. It is in the spring roll family. It does give you something portable. You can change up the flavors. I've put some super lean smoked pork loin on the inside of that, a little bit of Swiss cheese. You can add some vegetables. You can add a little bit of mustard and completely eliminate the extra carbs that you're worried about in that particular case.
Once again, we talked about continuum. Would I eat a rice wrap myself? No, I wouldn't do it. But for some of my clients, it depends where they are on the continuum. This would be a good alternative to certainly bread.
Yeah, no, well, I think it's important to find those alternatives too, though. Again, you know, I'm not trying to fight you this whole segment, but I think that, yeah, you can always eat chicken and asparagus. You can always eat, you know, this is one of my personal favorites where it's super fine diced broccoli and zucchini that's like a rice dish.
It is or it isn't?
It is.
It is.
So, yeah, so
Okay.
this is all vegetable. So it's not rice. There's you know, all super slow releasing carbs in something like this, but you're not going to make a sandwich out of that. You're just not going to. I mean, you know, to get the traditional shapes, to get the traditional flavors, to get the portability factor, you have to, in my opinion, use some of these type of options.
What if we mixed and matched? What if we took this, put this?
I really don't know why you're doing any of this, but sure. You know,
Watch
I
what's
mean-
going to happen. It's
Okay.
going to be TV magic. So we
Okay.
put this in here, maybe a little bit of more protein. Eat that with a fork, eat that with a knife. Agree with me? Maybe. Possibly. We do a show together sometimes where we do agree with each other sometimes we don't. He's struggling with it right now. He wants a sandwich. He wants a grinder. He wants a po' boy.
I do.
He wants one of those things.
I want something I can pick up.
And that's
I want something I
okay.
can pick up.
This is just the other end of the spectrum. No food is wrong. Your digestive tract doesn't know what time of day it is. It doesn't know if it's dinner time.
Oh, I
You could
agree
have-
with you
You
on
could
that.
have breakfast
I
for
agree with
dinner.
you on that. I
You could
agree
have
with you
dinner
on
for
that.
breakfast. You could wake up and have fish if you want. It doesn't really matter. We just want to make sure that we're getting the right food in. Have fun with it, mix and match, and enjoy your sub.
Do you want to eat delicious meals that help you with your healthy lifestyle goals, but has your busy schedule left you without enough time to plan and prepare the right meals consistently? If so, I understand. I'm Chef Binks, and I plan and prepare delicious, healthy meals for my clients to help save them time and achieve their healthy lifestyle goals. When you contact me, I will personally discuss your food preferences, likes, dislikes, food allergies, weight loss, and healthy goals, plus your schedule to make sure we find the perfect plan that fits into your busy lifestyle. Already enjoy cooking, have the time to plan and prepare your own meals? Don't worry, this plan's still for you. I work with my clients in many ways, but primarily as your personal chef, saving you time by delivering delicious meals right to your door. Secondly, as a teacher, I'll show you how to portion and make selections which will benefit you the rest of your life. No matter your budget or schedule, if you're struggling with your meals, contact me now, and we'll work to improve it immediately.
Do you want to lose weight, drop fat, and get fit, but tired of home fitness equipment, diets, health club memberships that don't help you achieve results? You'll need a complete system. Workouts, individually provided and designed. Diet, explained in detail, and the right foods to help you drop fat. Success, monitored visits, and tracked accountability.
I know that I will maintain this. Like, I know this is it. I will not be fat again. I will be fit for life.
If you are serious and want lasting results, call me today.
Are you looking for deals on laptops, iPads, iPhones, tech, home automation, kitchen items, fitness, and more? I am too. I'm the deal guy, Matt Granite. I hunt deals professionally for brands like Amazon, Google, YouTube. I've worked for USA Today. I work for network television, and I want to work for you. Retailers have selling cycles, and if timed correctly, you could save 60% on fitness, 70% on home, 80% on kitchen, and 90% on tech. Go to mattsdailydeals.com and let me know what you want. I will send you my biggest deals, but also give you personalized alerts to help you save. Yes!
All exercise is not equal. While it is important to remain active, most people call me because they've tried things before but never got fit. I want to show you some things you can do to work into your exercise routine to help you lose more fat today. It's time to do the best leg workout. What I love about working the legs is they're bigger muscle groups that burn more calories all day long. Let's start with the leg curl. Lie on your belly in a prone leg curl, working the big muscles of the back of the leg. Keep your ankles down below the pad, bend at the knee, exhale on the way up, deep breath in on the way down. The object here is to try to take your ankles and bring them up towards your glutes and then return back down slowly. From there, I want you to jump right into some split squats. Split squats are great because they work the quads as well as the glutes and your balance all in one. Stagger your feet, put one in front of the other, 2 shoulder widths apart, and lower your body all the way down while leaning back. You will feel a pull in the front part of your quadricep as well as the back of your leg. Repeat 15 to 20 times per leg and then switch. Lastly, we're going to jump into a RDL Romanian deadlift, and we're going to use some dumbbells to do it. Let the weights roll right down the side of your legs. Keep your back flat, head up. Deep breath in on the way down, exhale on the way up. The object here is to feel a pull in the back of your hamstrings. That means you're doing it right. If you're more advanced, we have some goodies. We're going to start with a hack squat. A hack squat is great because you could really load some weight on without having to worry about any balance. While keeping your head and back laying backwards, bend your body all the way down, hinging at the knees, lowering yourself down into a low squat position. Exhale on the way up. If you feel any pressure in the knees, walk them a little bit higher on the platform. From here, we're going to do a Romanian deadlift with a barbell. It is super important you keep your back flat and head up while performing this. The knees should be soft but not bent. We do want to stretch in the back of the hamstring. Lower yourself down slowly, returning all the way back up. Lastly, box jumps. What a great way to really work a lot of lean muscle tissue and burn a ton of calories. Get a box that's suitable for your skill level. With both feet, take off and land on the box, cushioning as you land. This is a great way to work and tighten your thighs, your quadriceps, and your glutes. Do be very careful that you have it coordinated and always practice jumping safely. If you have joint pain, shoulders, hips, knees, back, neck, stop. Do not do any exercise. Contact my office, set up a private fat loss and fitness consultation. I want to give you the right recommendations to help you do the right workout for your body to help you drop more fat today. Chef Binks, are your legs sore just by watching that video?
That is not a small muscle group. That is a big muscle group. A lot of effort, but a lot of gains.
It's worth it.
Totally.
If you're going to exercise, and for most people it's time they always tell me they don't have a lot of, work the big muscle groups. You'll burn more calories 24 hours a day, which is the majority of the day. Yeah. Now, to use your time wisely, though, we're going to show you somebody, Justin, who did a great job with a makeover. Former athlete, competed at a very high level, got out of shape, going to get back into shape. Take a look at her makeover.
A little bit about myself. I'm a 41-year-old father of 2, happily married, live in Amherst, New York. Grew up in South Buffalo, West Seneca area. Played multiple sports throughout that time, football, basketball, baseball. Ended up excelling at baseball. Played professionally with the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks organizations for a few years. Right now, I own an indoor baseball instructional facility as well as a home remodeling company. What I did while playing baseball as far as exercise and things like that, just a lot of weight training and cardio, a lot of plyometrics, things like that. You know, I got out of it. It used to be a job, you know, and when I got released from the Reds in 2000, I woke up one day and said, I don't have to work out. And it kind of just kept going from there, and I didn't work out for quite some time, and I didn't have to eat right, I didn't have to be on the supplements they used to give me, I didn't have to do any of that stuff, and you know, it turned into, obviously, you know, something that was not good. I obviously gained a lot of weight, lost a lot of energy, you know, so that's basically when I woke up that one day, it was just like, oh, I don't have to do anything, and I just continued not doing anything. I just tried on a pair of pants and at home and just couldn't get into them, and I've always been able to get into them, you know, and my daughter commented on it, and that pretty much hit home. I like to eat. I love food. You know, it used to be an event for me. Every meal was an event. You know, I'd have to, you know, have 3 or 4 different things on my plate and sit down and maybe watch a movie or a show when I ate. And, you know, as opposed to now, it's just energy, it's fuel, it's part of my day, but it's not the most important part of my day. For me, the most important thing to watch as far as eating are breads, pastas. You know, breads and pastas for sure are my downfalls. I don't have a sweet tooth. It's pretty much the bread and pastas. My schedule as far as working and eating, you know, if I work out in the morning at 5:30, I'll come home and probably have like a shake for breakfast, and then I'll try to bring something along with me, maybe some mixed nuts or something to work. You know, I work usually from about 8 to sometimes 8 to 8, and I'm trying to have small things along the way. You know, maybe some mixed nuts, or you know, maybe I'll bring some turkey roll-ups or something like that. You know, around noon, and you know, I don't know, say 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe again another thing of protein, some chicken or something like that, or a salad. You know, so I try to eat about maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the day.
Here's a look at Justin's results. Down on the scale, over 50 pounds, of which 40 pounds are pure fat. Decreased inches at the waist, at the chest, at the hips, and at the back. Improved body strength, including lower body, back strength, upper body, and core. Aerobically, he increased his endurance and has become a much fitter, healthier adult.
I like showing up for my appointments. I never thought I could get up at 4:30 in the morning for anything, let alone to come in and get beat up for a half an hour to an hour. I love it now. It gets my day going a good 3 hours earlier than I used to. And you'd be surprised at how productive you can be. So if I get here at 5 o'clock for a workout, I'm home by 6-ish. From 6 to 7 or 7:15 when my girls get up, I get a lot of paperwork done. I get a lot of things done for my day, or maybe the previous day that I couldn't get to. I find myself having a lot more energy throughout the day just by getting up and having that training session in the morning. The DEXA scanner for me has been great. I'm a very competitive person. I like setting goals and trying to achieve them. So for me, seeing that scan every 3 to 4 weeks has motivated me to really try and beat the last scan, you know. And I know we shoot for certain goals as far as fat loss and things like that. I try to beat that. Everyone's going to have their ebbs and tides and things like that, but I really am motivated by those scans. I look forward to. My wife looks forward to the scans. She does this as well. So, you know, every 3 or 4 weeks we talk about our scans and you know, who's going to beat who, or are you going to beat your last one? So I find it very motivating. They're great. I'm looking forward to as far as the rest of my life and activities and things like that, seeing my girls get, you know, through high school and college, and and get married and have children. You know, for me, that's been the biggest motivating factor. You know, I was on a bad path for a good 5 to 7 years, and the last time I went to the doctors, you know, he said, you've added years to your life, and that means more years with my girls. So.
25 years in this business. I never get tired of it. I'm very passionate about it because I love seeing people change their body, make over. It's not just about looking better. That is a big part of it. I know that's probably why you're watching, but it's about improving health at the same time. You don't have to do one or the other. They should both be done.
You know, I liked the professional athlete angle of the whole thing too, because that's a person that knows, and at some point in their life, they've had somebody work with them on nutrition. Certainly work with them on a professional level for exercise. Even the best of us, even the people that are trained to be in peak physical health can slip. It doesn't take much, so it's very easy for the rest of us to do the same thing. And I think that's a great example of all of us can slip and take a few back steps, but just get back on that horse and keep pushing to get the results.
Couldn't agree more. I love working with professional athletes because of what you just said, but the majority of the people we work with are not professional athletes. They're busy, everyday working people. The majority of my clients are 40 to 75 years of age. They have tried things before. They've tried dieting, they've tried home fitness equipment, they've gone to gymnasiums, they've gone to health studios, they've worked with personal trainers, but they never got in the shape that they wanted. So what we like to do is combine our expertise. Yes, the first step is people contact me. We go through a full evaluation consultation to show them where they want to go. When it comes to learning how to eat, it's all about this guy. He puts the meals together for them and making sure that they're eating delicious foods that will help them.
Well, you hit the nail right on the head when it came to the average age of people that we work with. It's people that are busy, most likely successful. They don't have time to do a lot of these things for themselves. And what happens when you run out of time? Especially at lunchtime, you're making the wrong choice. In the kitchen today, we talked about that. We came up with some different ways to incorporate some new ingredients and really propel and remake the American sandwich. I mean, I love sandwiches. We all do. Hoagies, subs, bombers. What are some of the other ones you've called?
Grinders?
Grinders, yes. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of names for it, but eliminating that bread, that white flour, and getting some healthy whole grain carbs and or green fibers, vegetables specifically, but can really propel your results. If you don't have the time, I love cooking for people. That's one of my favorite things to do. I really, really love seeing people get the results and saving them time.
You could cook for me right now. Also, too, when it came to Diet Workshop, about carbs. Carbs aren't all bad. Some carbs are great. I eat carbs 6 times a day. I just eat ones that are very low glycemic. And once you learn what those are, you'll be shocked at how frequently you could eat carbs and lose body fat. When it came to exercise, people just simply don't have time. We get it. So make sure that we're using our time wisely. We need a commitment of some time, but most people exercise too much. Exercise less, but do the right things and you'll burn more calories 24 hours a day.
Working those big muscle groups is so important. It really is. If you want fast results, you have to work the biggest parts of the body. They're going to burn the fat for you 24/7. It's what it's all about.
We did a great job today with a makeover. We enjoyed working with Justin, getting in better shape, really being a great role model for people to follow. Chef Binks, do you have any questions that I can answer for you right now?
How do you get that amazing shading in your beard? That was what I was wondering.
We color it in post-production through our videographer.
Cool.
He's amazing. You should see what he can do. Did you have fun today?
Awesome time. Always.
Can't wait to see you next week on Live It Fit Now.